Welcome to AI in Marketing. I am your host and news curator Stan Bertolo from Nitro Marketing. You will find links to all the stories mentioned in this episode in the show notes.
This is Naya, your voice for today's headlines. It's Monday, January 26. Here is what we are covering. Pope Leo XIV addressed the challenges of the digital age in his message for the LX World Day of Social Communications, emphasizing the need to protect human voices and faces from technologies that can simulate and manipulate them. He highlighted the anthropological implications of digital communication, stressing the importance of safeguarding human dignity and authentic encounters. The Pope warned against the dynamics of networks and algorithms that promote quick emotions and polarization, and the uncritical trust in AI as an infallible source. He expressed concerns about bots, deepfakes, and parallel realities eroding public trust. To counter these issues, he proposed an alliance based on responsibility, cooperation, and education, urging transparency from platforms and developers, regulations to protect human dignity, and journalism committed to truth. Leo XIV emphasized the sacredness of the human face and voice, reflecting divine love, and warned against AI's potential to alter fundamental aspects of human civilization. He criticized the reliance on AI for creative tasks, which risks diminishing human cognitive and communicative capacities. The Pope called for a collective effort to guide digital innovation responsibly, involving all stakeholders in creating a conscious digital citizenship. He advocated for media, information, and AI literacy to empower individuals to critically engage with technology, protect privacy, and maintain the integrity of human communication. Next. Residents of Bessemer, Alabama are opposing the construction of a $14.5 billion artificial intelligence data center in nearby Woodland, despite support from local officials. The proposed facility, the size of 18 Walmarts, is part of a broader push by President Trump to enhance the U.S.'s global AI dominance. However, local Republican leaders, including Senator Tommy Tuberville and Governor Kay Ivey, have not publicly supported the project. Concerns among residents include environmental impact, potential flooding, and increased utility costs. The data center's construction is expected to create jobs and generate tax revenue, but skepticism remains about the actual economic benefits, as similar projects have underperformed in other states. Environmental groups and residents have organized opposition, citing potential harm to local wildlife and ecosystems. The Bessemer City Council approved rezoning for the data center, but a highway extension conflict has prompted plans to relocate the project, necessitating new zoning applications and public hearings. The project, dubbed Project Marvel, was initially presented in a secret meeting by TPA Group, a real estate firm. Despite assurances of economic benefits, residents remain unconvinced, fearing the loss of pristine woodland and disruption to their community. The debate highlights tensions between economic development and environmental preservation in the region. On that note, 1X Technologies has introduced the 1X World Model, an AI update for its humanoid robot Neo, allowing it to learn tasks by watching videos. This advancement enables Neo to transform any request into an AI capability using a video model grounded in real-world physics. According to Bernd Bernick, founder and CEO of 1X, Neo can now learn from internet-scale video and apply that knowledge directly to the physical world, marking a significant step towards robots teaching themselves to perform any human task. The update allows Neo to use video data fine-tuned on robot data to perform tasks with unfamiliar objects and environments. Designed for household use, Neo is available through an early access program for $20,000, with a subscription model at $499 per month. Users can prompt Neo with simple voice or text commands, and the robot visualizes and executes actions using a built-in inverse dynamics model. Demonstrations show Neo handling novel tasks without prior examples, such as operating a toilet seat and ironing a shirt. The 1X World Model enables Neo to autonomously collect data and master new capabilities, overcoming traditional AI limitations in dynamic home environments. Meanwhile, the BBC reports that Chinese AI models are gaining prominence in the global tech landscape, with companies like Pinterest and Airbnb increasingly relying on them for their AI needs. Pinterest uses Chinese AI models, such as DeepSeek R1, to enhance its recommendation engine, citing cost-effectiveness and customization as key benefits. Similarly, Airbnb utilizes Alibaba's Qwen for its AI customer service, valuing its efficiency and affordability. Chinese models are frequently downloaded on platforms like Hugging Face, often surpassing U.S. counterparts in popularity. A Stanford University report indicates that Chinese AI models have caught up with or surpassed global competitors, partly due to government support. Meanwhile, U.S. firms like OpenAI focus on proprietary models to drive revenue, facing pressure to become profitable. This shift highlights China's growing influence in democratizing AI technology. In other news, OpenAI has restructured its leadership, appointing Berid Zoff to spearhead its enterprise AI sales as it aims to regain market share by 2026. Zoff, who previously served as OpenAI's vice president of post-training inference, returns after co-founding Thinking Machine Labs with former OpenAI CTO Mira Murati. His departure from the startup remains unclear, with speculation about whether he and other ex-OpenAI staff were dismissed or left voluntarily. OpenAI, which launched its ChatGPT enterprise product in 2023, now faces increased competition from Anthropic and Google. Despite having over 5 million business users, including SoftBank and Target, OpenAI's market share has dropped from 50% in 2023 to 27% by the end of 2025. Anthropic leads with a 40% share, while Google's Gemini holds steady at 21%. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has expressed concerns about Google's growth, and the company is focusing on enterprise expansion in 2026. OpenAI has announced a multi-year partnership with ServiceNow to provide its models to ServiceNow customers. The company aims to strengthen its position in the enterprise AI market amid rising competition, as noted by CFO Sarah Fryer in a recent blog post. Moving on. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman is navigating a pivotal year as he seeks to realize his vision of an AI-driven future. Altman has advocated for AI's potential to address global challenges and is investing heavily in infrastructure, with plans for $1 trillion in data centers. OpenAI is expanding into various sectors, including e-commerce and healthcare, while integrating its products into government and military operations. Despite facing competition from Google's Gemini AI and concerns about its rapid growth, OpenAI is preparing for a potential $1 trillion IPO. Altman has also increased political engagement, aligning with the Trump administration to influence AI regulation. As OpenAI burns through funds without immediate profitability, Altman remains optimistic about AI's transformative impact and the company's future success. With that said, OpenAI has launched ChatGPT Health, a feature within ChatGPT designed for users to ask health-related questions in a secure environment. The company encourages users to share sensitive health information, promising confidentiality and stating that data won't be used to train AI models. However, experts caution that tech companies are not bound by the same obligations as medical providers, and privacy protections largely depend on company policies. OpenAI also introduced ChatGPT for healthcare, aimed at professionals, which offers stronger data protections. Despite assurances, concerns remain about data security and the potential for chatbots to provide misleading health advice. The regulatory status of such tools is debated, as they are not classified as medical devices despite their health-related functions. Elsewhere, Amsterdam-based Muse, a hospitality tech platform, has secured €255 million in a Series D funding round led by EQT Growth, with participation from Atomico, HarborVest Partners, and existing investors like Kinnevik and Battery Ventures. This investment values the company at approximately $2.5 billion. Founded in 2012 by Richard Valter and Matt Welly, Muse offers a cloud-native operating system for hotels, integrating reservations, check-ins, housekeeping, and payments into one platform. The funding aims to enhance Muse AI and automation capabilities, embedding systems that handle complex tasks, reduce manual work, and streamline hotel operations. Muse platform supports over 15,000 properties in 85 countries, processing nearly 42.3 million check-ins and handling $20 billion in transactions in 2025. The software has generated over $500 million in additional revenue for hoteliers through features like Muse Spaces. CEO Matt Welly emphasized the goal of reducing staff workload and improving guest experiences. The funding reflects growing investor interest in platforms that combine AI and fintech for business operations, as hotels seek to modernize and enhance guest satisfaction. Finally, Elizabeth Cook, a senior partner at Fleischman Hillard, emphasizes the importance of action over explanation in crisis communication. With over 20 years of experience advising Fortune 100 companies, government agencies, and nonprofits, Cook warns against the risks of certainty during crises. She advocates for a proactive approach, focusing on solutions rather than dwelling on past events. Cook highlights the need for vigilance in the face of AI-driven misinformation, stressing the importance of coordination across teams to maintain credibility. Effective crisis spokespeople should prioritize honesty, accountability, and transparency, tailoring communication to different stakeholder groups. Cook also shares personal insights, noting that bold actions can lead to positive outcomes, even in challenging situations.
Thank you for tuning in to AI and Marketing. If you want to learn more, check out the episode description. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Contact us to learn how to launch your own AI-generated podcast at nitromarketing.com. That's NYTRO marketing.com. See you tomorrow for more AI and tech news.